Hello and welcome to another episode of Moose's Gear Goo Review. I'm Moose, and today I have a book review, my first book review, or it's more of like an overview, and that is of the Bushcraft First Aid Field Guide. I apologize if I have to adjust my camera here. But basically, I got this in the mail. It was just released in 2017, I think in June. And this is the fourth book put out by Mr. Dave Canterbury, and then it's co-authored by Jason A. Hunt, which is a PhD. Now, I have the other books of his collection, and they're very good books for the price, though I'll do a review or talk about those books in a different video, but I just want to focus on this one because this one's brand new. I haven't had a tremendous amount of time to read through it, but I will let you know that I did work as an emergency medical technician for about 3 years, about a decade ago, so I am familiar with certain things, though on my quick and brief kind of look through of this book, I only had one kind of discrepancy so far that I noticed. But, no book, no pocket manual is going to be perfect, so I'm not holding this against them. First off, I love the look of it. I love the black and red warning. The images are kind of that old school reminiscent home remedies type of a look. And it's just cool. A field guide to wilderness emergency care. On the back, they got the ultimate resource for wilderness first aid. Just tells you about it. Gives you a little snapshot or bio on Dave Canterbury and Jason A. Hunt. So pretty cool. Now, when I purchased this book, I did get it on Amazon for I think around $12. For sure under 15, which makes this a very affordable piece of information that you can get. And the overall size, it makes it very easy to carry and pack in a bag. So, going through it real quickly, the table of contents is laid out really well, really nice. You have different chapters on different kinds of injuries, environmental hazards, basic survival, plants, poisonous plants, and so on. So it's really awesome. They kind of start with the book on the basics, talking about, make an emergency plan, don't get into a survival situation in the first place. He talks about basic survival as far as what items he has, and obviously Dave came up with that 10 C's idea, and he goes through that in here. He talks about layering as far as protecting yourself from the elements, which is very nice, a good chapter and good information to know. Talks about the importance of fire and shelter. And so I like the fact that he does have a small section of basic survival information. I think that's slightly repeated in all his books, and it's a bit redundant. But for a first-time person who's just picking this up because they're going on a deep woods trip, they might not have that information. So I find that really useful, and I think that's a brilliant idea to have in each one of the books. Just to have a small chapter on the basics. From there, it goes into assessing situations and stuff, how to move patients. Depending on the situation, you don't want to put yourself into a survival situation or an emergency situation if somebody else got hurt, so you have to be patient with that. Goes through the basics, the ABCs, airway, breathing, circulation, and the other thing that he has in here, he has these practical scenarios and then the answers, and those are fun little things to kind of just read and test because you don't always know how you're going to think in an emergency situation. So by putting those in, it gives you a kind of a mental idea of what you might encounter, which is really cool. From there on, you have how to secure mechanical injuries and joints. The other cool thing is that is really neat, especially for the more bushcraft people and herbalists, is that he has a section of medicinal plants that can cure basic things and really help you out in the woods if you need them. The only thing, and this is where my issue comes with, and it's not a huge issue because there's other resources to find this information, but there's a lot of medical terms in here and descriptive terms that most people might not know, and I wish that there was a glossary or a small vocabulary list here where you could find the word and see what it means, because some of these I can't even pronounce them that well, but diuretic, astringent, antiseptic, some of those are common sense, but other words might not be. Antifungal, inflammatory, diuretic, stimulant, and anthromatic. So that's my one thing. If there's something that they'd improve, just put a vocabulary list, just so people, even if it's just like basic medical terms or emergency medical terms that you could know, it would just help the reader understand what these things mean. But besides that, then going farther into the book, we have another part that's really cool. It talks about threatening and poisonous spiders and what to do for spider bites and other animals, ticks, and then way towards the back, plant medicine for the woodsman. This part's very informative. It talks about all these different plants, gives you the taste, areas found, description, how you can use it, and he sectioned out plants for cold conditions, plants for wind conditions, plants for hot conditions. So I love that part. That part's really helpful and really awesome. So other than that, this is my quick overview. Overall, I think it's a great book. A lot of good information in here for basic wilderness first aid and so forth. I love the plants. The fact that they're colored and pictured are brilliant. I just wish there was a medical terminology section, just so it would be easier to follow along through some of these things. I could be wrong. I only had a couple days to look through it. I might have missed it if it's in there. If not, they should add that. Other than that, check it out. I'll put a link in the description below to the Amazon site where I got it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the videos here and here. Click the eye in the upper right hand corner for other videos, and click that subscribe button there or down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you outside. Thank you.